This is the story of Star Wars. You can read along with me in your book. You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear R2-D2 beep, like this. Let's begin now.
You are listening to Fantha Tracks.
It's time to spin round the rim. This is Desert Planet Discs. Star Wars music in a single file. Here are your hosts, Carl Bayless and Level Up Leroy.
Following live broadcast is recommended by the Imperial Council in the belief that your commitment to remain upstanding citizens will be reinforced. It is required viewing for all members of the Imperial forces.
Time now for
Desert Planet Discs,
brought to viewers everywhere in the hope that our own lives may be uplifted by the comparison and enriched with the gratitude of relief. This transmission is unrehearsed and unedited, and is hereby begun without further comment as to its lack of moral value.
Hello and welcome to the 2026 Star Wars Podcast Day special of Desert Planet Discs. And before we head into the show, what is Star Wars Podcast Day, you may well ask yourself? Well, on February the 7th, 1999, all those days ago, who even knew the internet existed then? It was the first ever Star Wars podcast premiered, which was called Jedi Talk. And the guys and gals over at the Star Wars Podcast Day Facebook group have created an unofficial celebration of Star Wars fan audio, and every year bring around 100 or so shows together, all under the Star Wars Podcast Day banner, sharing their love of the galaxy far farther away.
Round the corner.
Round the corner. That's
a little bit over the way there.
Yeah. And hopefully introduce people to new podcasts that they will pick up a new favourite podcast. Of course, here at Fantha Tracks, we're no different. And we've got several shows partaking this year, Making Tracks, Planet Leia, Collecting Tracks, Start Your Engines, and of course, Our Good Selves. So, if you've not listened to any of the other Fantha podcasts before, where have you been? And, check out our other shows and also the plethora of other Star Wars shows. Whatever your favourite flavour of Star Wars is, there's bound to be a podcast out there for you. So, happy Star Wars Podcast Day.
Yeah, there's so many amazing podcasts out there, aren't there, outside of Fantha Tracks, and definitely go check them all out.
Indeed.
And let's just hope that this isn't just the one podcast that we do for the year, because you've tuned into the bad boys of Fantha.
Yeah. Between illness and international commitments and gigs and everything else, we've struggled to get time together, but we're actually both in the same place. I'm just getting over the latest bout of lurgy, so let's see how we go and if we can hold it all together for long enough.
That's the plan, buddy. That is the plan.
to get this episode together, and then I'll retire to my sick bed again. But there we go. So heading up the show there were our good chums, Galactic Empire, with their version of Duel of the Fates, obviously from Phantom Menace. And although this isn't on their latest album, which Leroy has to hand, which obviously doesn't really work in audio, but there we go. And it's called Cinemetal.
Oh, it's been so good. I really... Look, these guys do the best Star Wars thrash metal rock.
Yeah.
But it's been a quite nice welcome change to hear them do some other stuff that kind of... Every time I listen to one of their albums, I kind of go, wonder what their Batman would sound like, and I wonder what Indiana Jones is. And this, if you've ever wondered that...
Now you know. In fact, I think the last episode I did, the interview special with John Hipkiss, we kicked off with their version of the Superman theme, which was very, very good. So, do check them out, Galactic Empire. And there's lots and lots and lots of variations of the album, swirly vinyls and splatter vinyls and all the usual kind of variations on merch. So do check them out. And if you're fortunate enough to be in a location where they're performing live, do go and see them.
Yeah, they are touring the States at the moment, aren't they? They're putting up some tours as we speak. So definitely go them up.
Fingers crossed we might get some more UK dates in 2026.
That would be awesome. I did reach out and talk to them about warming up for them, which I got a thumbs up. So you never know.
There you go.
We've chatted a couple of times online. They're really seem to be really cool guys. So
yes.
Who they are is an absolute mystery, but
of course,
we know they're cool.
Exactly. So there we go. So of course, the reason for playing Duel of Fates, other than the fact that we are a music show, is because, coincidentally, the day we're recording,
just so happened to be
the 22nd of January, peek behind the curtain, and a little trailer dropped on the interwebs earlier for Maul Shadow Lord.
How cool is this looking?
Yeah. Very cool.
We got a quick glimpse at Celebration in Japan when we had Sam on the stage with us, and he did the whole play it again thing. And that was breathtaking. You could see the kind of vibe that they were going for with this show. But again, you know, and you think, oh wow, this show is already at 11, brilliant. And then this trailer dropped, and it was, well, that's breathtaking and exhausting to watch, because you just know this is going to be epic. Please be epic. Please be epic.
please. It's like the end of the Fanboys movie, isn't it? Please don't suck. Please don't suck.
Yeah. What if it sucks?
Yeah.
Trailers.
Yeah. But it does look. I mean, obviously, fans of Clone Wars will be used to how Maul was depicted and treated in that. I was getting, even from that short trailer, I was getting elements of, like, obviously season 7 of Clone Wars.
Definitely, yeah.
Which had obviously featured more, but tonally a bit of Bad Batch as well. You know, that sort of slightly darker.
There's grit. There's a real underground grit to this.
Yeah,
it's like galactic crime boss. Basically, this is where it's gonna. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how it pulls in some of those solo threads that maybe we never got to explore, other than in some of the comics.
That's it. Where is he in his journey in terms of, is he part Crimson Dawn? Is he heading up Crimson Dawn? How does he get to that position? I think there's some real gold to be mined in there. Obviously, you know, we know it's like some of the other stories we've had, you know, like the Obi-Wan series and things like that. You know the start position, and you know the ultimate end position.
Yeah.
It's those little blank segments at the moment. We get to see through these expanded stories and what was classed as expanded universe. But
and this is a period where, you know, Maul's going to be running around thinking, Obi-Wan is potentially dead, just not around, not alive on the scene, and how's that going to affect where, you know, he lands and some of these decisions that he's going to make. And obviously he's going to have an apprentice. How is he going to train an apprentice outside of now not being a Sith technically? So there's going to be all of these kind of elements to it as well, which sound like just going to be incredible.
Technically, is he a grey Jedi?
Ooh.
Because he's not
Sith.
He's not a Sith.
And I love the way that clearly that, you know, because there can only be two. The rule of two there. So the Emperor is out to have him. Gone. He's got to be gone.
I've got this new bloke.
You might have heard of him. Derek's funny.
Derek Vader.
So this looks stunning. The artwork looks just the next step, the logical evolution for these animated series, with this grainy grit over the top. And then there's been a few of the artwork posters have been released as well, and they just look amazing too. And they've released the schedule for viewing as well, haven't they?
They have. So it debuts, forgive me if I'm wrong, is it April the 6th?
April 6th. So you're getting 2 episodes
a week.
So it's April 6th, 13th, April 20th, April 27th, and then you get episode 9 and 10 on May the 4th.
Yes.
So see what they did there? Good planning, guys. Good planning.
Yes. Special little house point for whoever's in charge of scheduling at Disney Plus.
I bet they saw that and was like, yes, amazing. It's going to land on those days.
We can't possibly do an episode a week interested to see how long the episodes are based on them dropping 2 a week. You know, are they sort of 20, 25 minutes, or are they slightly longer form? I would have thought possibly on the shorter side, but
I feel like they'll stay in that 20 to 30 minute kind of. That seems to be the sweet spot for most animated series as well.
Yeah.
And obviously Clone Wars, Bad Batch, they all kind of sat in that really nice sweet spot there, I think.
Although we've not had like the animated stuff drop every week 2 episodes, have we previously? Like the last series of Bad Batch, there was a couple. There was like the premiere and the finale, I think. And there was a couple in between times where it was like a particular story arc or, you know, sort of 2 episodes that you really needed to see together.
Yeah.
To get, rather than it's...
And do you think that'll be the case with this? So like, very much like Andor, where they were releasing, it was like 3 episodes.
That was like 3 episodes a week, wasn't it?
And they were like, you need these 3 episodes for this part. Now, more can stretch over quite a period of time here. So I wonder if we'll get some time jumps as well, or whether we're going to see a much more linear point in time.
Yeah.
Because it's that ascension of being, you know, ultimately we know he's going to be a sort of like a crime boss. This is almost like kind of gangster crime boss, underworld vibes in Star Wars. So will we
Daredevil.
Real gritty stuff. And are we going to see that ascension from, you know, the makings of Crimson Dawn to him getting all to the top? And then ultimately, kind of like, you know, he's going to have this downfall. It's going to come because we kind of find him in Rebels. He's a broken man in Rebels. He's done, you know. So it's going to be really... Oh, I'm just so excited. That's why I'm wearing my Maul hoodie today.
Indeed.
From the lovely folks at Roosevelt's.
yes. I know you've got the shirt as well. I also have the shirt. It is... I
love that shirt.
It is a beauty.
I think that was one of the few shirts when I was managed to lose a little bit of weight, and I had that in the XL and was like, oh guys, can I get that in a large as well? And it just had to be in my wardrobe. I can't not have the Maul shirt. It's just too much of a vibe, as the kids would say.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think I did much the same. So my first few Roosevelts were all 2XLs, including my celebration ones.
Oh.
And
mine were all too big for me now. My celebration ones from Europe.
So I was like, but the Maul and a few of the others, I've got a XL. So, and I'm still hovering every now and again over the Maul Roper, which is very cool.
I've got that one as well. I always get some nice comments because the Roper's got whereas you had the Darth Vader one with the Death Star and got them all faces, but then on the back
it's got the lightsaber.
The dual lightsaber.
That is very cool. It is.
Chef's kiss.
I do like that. Although completely off topic. Where is it? The recent Muppets release, the shirt with like all the arches of like the opening of the Muppet Show.
Right.
It's just genius. Love it. So,
is it in the car waiting for? And that's something we're getting tomorrow, isn't it? I think Muppets trailer as well. So
yes. Very excited about that as well.
Like it seems to be all go here now, like with this, and again, just this is slightly off topic. So sorry, Star Wars friends, but like Masters of the Universe has dropped today as well. At the same time, we get Maul tomorrow. We get Muppets. I mean, this is a good time to be alive, people. Hang in there, because this could be a good year.
yeah. And you've got Avengers and stuff coming as well. So.
And Mandalorian and Grogu.
Of course. Yes. How could we forget?
Can't wait for that.
I know. Started seeing some of the guys from Fantha have been to one of the spring toy fair type events.
Yeah.
Over the last few days, being there, you get to see some of the upcoming product releases from the licensees and stuff, and obviously you're starting to see Mando and Grogu branding appearing on stuff. That's all very exciting, and a few friends as well have seen some of the huge cinema standee type things, but I'm talking sort of 10 foot wide by 5-6 foot tall in cinema foyers, and they just look awesome. So very excited for that as well.
Yeah, I think this is a real this is going to be a big and important release for Lucasfilm and Disney together, especially with sort of the Kathleen stepping down and things like that. All eyes are now going to be on this franchise and seeing where it goes. And I know we're under especially with Mandalorian and Grogu, we're under the watchful eye of the good ship Filoni. But I think this is going to be a really important movie and steer this franchise that needs a little bit of love, I think. And I don't know, it's sort of unfair. I think I saw sort of quite a bit of backlash to the Kathleen Kennedy thing online. And, certainly when people's time is done, it's done. But we have to remember, she did bring us Andor. She did bring us Rogue One, which is a lot of people's most favourite Star Wars movie ever, Yeah, exactly. And the latest series of... the last series of the Clone Wars and things like that. So for all of some of the negative stuff people want to throw out, and we all know the internet can be quite loud when it's negative, there has been a lot of good as well. So this will be really interesting to see, because it would have been one of the last projects sort of kind of under that banner potentially. Coming out under Filoni and Llewyn Brennan, isn't it? I think that's how you pronounce. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see where this all goes.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, on the subject of changes, not David Bowie, but there's also been some changes announced at a certain theme park.
There really has, hasn't there? Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. So before we move on to chat about that, let's have a little bit of a listen to Batu Boogie from DJ Rex's playlist by Chakameta Laka.
One of my DJ nemesis.
You're listening to Fantha Tracks. Flip through the galaxy of literature with Cannon Fodder hosts Brian Cameron, Matt Booker, Mark Newbold, and Mark Mulcaster.
Count me in.
Spin round the rim with Desert Planet Discs. Your musical journey through the space lanes with your hosts, Carl Bayless and Greg Robertson.
The hottest tunes this side of Mos Eisley.
Get the latest news, interviews, reviews, and much more on Making Tracks with your hosts, Mark Newbold and Mark Mulcaster.
Like an Ewok battle wagon out of control.
Join hosts Claire Henry and a rotating panel of guest hosts for the podcast that's full of hope. Planet Leia.
I love you.
I know.
It's time to head south with the Fantha from Down Under, Adam O'Brien.
Oh, g'day, mate. How you going?
Start your engines with Paul Naylor and Mark Newbold as they lift the hood on starships, airspeeders, swoops, capital ships, and more from across the cosmos. And for everything in one location, daily news, reviews, interviews, podcasts, video and social media feeds. Bookmark FanthaTracks.com for Star Wars news 24/7, 365.
So, Batu Boogie there. If you've been to Galaxy's Edge, you will have no doubt sampled the delights of Ogre's Cantina, and that was from the official playlist. Yeah, sorry to ruin the illusion, but apparently there is a playlist. It's not DJ Rex doing it all live, unlike certain other people we could mention in the room.
Well, look, I've been there. I've been in the canteen. I've seen him. He's there.
He's there. He's there.
DJ. I don't think it's a pre-recorded set. It didn't seem like it at the time. You know, hats off to him. He's a good DJ regardless. And sometimes, you know, if you've got an audience there, the pressure's on. You might need to pre-record a play set. I don't know. I'm not one of those DJs.
Maybe it's one of those where he's recorded. he recorded his set.
He's pre-recorded his set. He's like,
and then he's just put it. He's just put it out there for people. Yeah. You know, he did it live. He pressed play and record on the Mac, and off you go. Wow, yeah, people want that. You know,
DJ Rex has nothing to prove to anybody out there.
No,
we all know he can spin. He's a great guy.
He's a great DJ. He's reasonably good Star Tours pilot.
Yeah, he's like my second favourite Star Wars DJ after me.
I wonder where you were going then, because you've got obviously you've got Elliot, you've got Claire, you've got. Yes.
There's a few of us out there now knocking around.
That's it. But there we go. But yes, so Ogre's Cantina is seemingly going to undergo a bit of a rebrand, along with some significant sections of Galaxy's Edge. Although, and I did read this on the internet, so it could be wrong. Apparently, some things on the internet aren't true. Who knew?
I have heard this on the internet.
Yeah, there you go. Whatever you do, kids, don't type Google into Google. The resulting logic loop just blows up the internet, apparently. But yeah, apparently it's only at Disneyland, so California, to start with.
Oh, okay.
Orlando, Disney World. And there's another thing. Did you know, again, something else I read, that Disneyland is Disneyland because it's got LA in it. Disney World has ORL in it because it's in Orlando. Which is why Disneyland Paris it's got Paris in it.
So why they've got Paris as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And Tokyo.
And Tokyo. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But the two American ones, apparently, that's the thing. Or whether that's the thing people have invented because they had very little else to do.
I mean, I could see that back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting to your point, I could see why they would potentially want to roll it out in one of the parks first before they took it into another, especially with Celebration going to be out in
Celebration next year, no?
2027.
2027.
My gosh, that's a long way away. But, you know, they might want to
It'll
be
here
rolling
before you know it.
Oh, yes, it will.
It'll be here before your bank knows it.
Yeah. Here are all the exclusives you can buy at Celebration. So, yeah, maybe they want to roll that out prior to Celebration coming around and see what the, you know, hey, look, you're never going to have more Star Wars fans in one area than having a Celebration and a Disneyland there.
Yeah.
That's going to bring everyone.
Ahead of next year, you know, this year is the year to do it. You've got, obviously, the 50th anniversary next year. Yeah. So, hence, presumably, part of the logic behind shifting some of the emphasis in some of those areas back to the original trilogy. But yeah, having been to Galaxy's Edge, as we both have, I've only done Orlando.
I have only done Orlando as well.
Right.
4 times.
How do you see it changing? Other than the character appearances, obviously.
Yeah, there is. So I kind of saw a map and was looking at a map as well of the kind of the way it's set up, and it is this sort of overarching sort of slight curvature arch, and you have the end where you've got the Millennium Falcon, you've got that big part there. I think that part there could certainly be lending itself to original trilogy. You've already got the Falcon there, so that's kind of where you can do that. And then that's at the one top of this sort of arch, and then at the bottom is where you have oh gosh, what's the ride called? The experience.
Rise of the Resistance.
Thank you very much. Rise of the Resistance is there at the sort of bottom end, shall we say. So you could certainly split the eras up there. And you've got, and they've got space to do it. I must admit, as I've walked around there a couple of times now, I've kind of thought to myself, there's a lot of area that I'm just walking around some, you know, rocks, and there's a couple of like ships and droids there, but there's not anything else happening. So I could sort of kind of see them start to put some stuff in there where you would migrate potentially from one era into another. So it'd be really, really interesting to see how they do that. But that would be my guess, whether you've got the Falcon at that one end. And then where
although again, they did, they've said that there is some Mando and Grogu content coming to the Smuggler's Run Falcon ride. So so that's weird. I suppose that is kind of original trilogy era, in as much as it's supposed to be after Return of the Jedi, sort of.
Yeah, it's taking place right after then, isn't it?
After them, but before Rise of the Resistance. So so they are sort of. It's not like they're trying to go prequel era and then into sequel era, which would be, I think, too much of a stylistic jump. Original trilogy and sequel trilogy, you've got that gritty, dirty, original broken Star Wars element, whereas some of the other eras, you know, High Republic and, you know, right up to the prequel era, really
they're really gleaming and shiny, and everything slick spaceships and
shiny and mirrory spaceships and all that kind of thing going on. So I don't think that would necessarily work quite as well, although it would be quite interesting to wander around Disney and bump into Jar Jar Binks, I guess.
That would be Sir Osama or something along those lines. I mean, I would love to see, you know, some sort of pod race ride. Could be really cool if they were going to bring in a prequel stuff. But I think the easy option for them, or the probably most cost effective, and like you don't want to shut off too much of the park for too long, option would be to put new elements in that Falcon ride. That you can get these different elements of it. Because
I think, from what we've read at the moment, I think a lot of it is more about the character presence in those areas and the sort of the merchandise will still remain pretty much as it is in those areas, but, you know, there's talk that Luke will be around by Savvy's... Is it Savvy's? The lightsaber building thing. Yeah. You know, you'll have Leia, Chewie and the droids and Han, and then obviously Vader and original troopers, as opposed to First Order troopers, and Kylo Ren marching about. So the other shift, as we say, is within the cantina, which I'm guessing they're going to, you know, keep similar. But
I mean, I would assume that the cantina would maybe remain untouched, because you're still effectively
you're in a bar in Star Wars.
You're visiting Batuu.
Yeah.
So I think you'll have Batuu in the Star Wars saga, and then you'll get Batuu in the follow-on. So I think again, just don't touch Rex. Leave him where he is.
I can say all the stuff I have read somewhere that Ogres was closing for a bit of refurb come realignment with that original trilogy era. But as you say, at the end of the day, it's a bar in Star Wars. You know, unless they're undergoing, you know, it needs a bit of a revamp.
Yeah, it could possibly be that, because that is the almost the beauty of it, is that you're not visiting the cantina bar.
Yeah.
That they go to in Mos Eisley. You know, so there's no kind of looking around going, oh, that shouldn't be there and that's not right.
Yeah.
You know, you're visiting Batuu, a place that's never really been visited in the Star Wars galaxy on film or TV. This is the new creation, but this is that smuggler's port. So you could kind of visit Batuu in different eras. You know, there's that opportunity. I would assume, but it's going to be mad fun. I mean, to see Vader running around and experience with Luke Skywalker and all of that. I think, you know, regardless, I totally understand Disney going for their Star Wars as it was, but even kids growing up, you know, Star Wars is all about Vader.
Yeah.
Chewie, it's all of those. Well, like Chewie was in those things, but it's that core, the core three movies is the linchpin of all of Star Wars. Everything comes off of that.
The most disturbing thing I have seen is one of the Disney character Han Solos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if you've ever seen a Disney parade, that's more aimed at the listeners rather than you. Obviously, you've seen quite a few, but let's just say the Han Solo wig is a little bit.
It's more like Gaston from Beauty and the
Beast. Very. In fact, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah, it's a bit more Gaston than Harrison Ford, but there we go. It is what it is. But yeah, so it will all will be revealed later this year, and I'm sure we'll come back to it on the show and indeed on Fantha Tracks. You know, as soon as we've got reports from people who've been and seen what the changes are, etc., then you know, where else would you go for your Star Wars news?
But of course, we are sharing the love with all of the other podcasts today.
Of course.
Fantha Tracks, you know, where is it?
But of course, one of the key things that they could be installing if they want to go to the original trilogy cantina is the modal nodes.
Play that same song again.
Yay! Play your song. But of course, it would be remiss of us to talk about the original trilogy cantina and the original trilogy cantina music without playing that song. But in order to do so, we will give a little doff of our hats to our good chums from Ash, who are on tour around the UK and further afield this year in support of their latest album, Ad Astra, which is an absolute doozy. Very, very cool. I happen to know that a certain person on this show who isn't speaking at the moment is appearing at one of the shows.
I will be, yeah. I'll be doing my home show in Norwich.
Your home show in Norwich. And yes. So, I'll be catching, I think it's the last night of the tour.
Oh.
He says. In Birmingham. So, So check out Ash Official. It's ashofficial.com is the website. But check them out on social media. Get a full list of all the dates. And be quick to snap up some tickets because there are...
A lot of the dates are now sold out.
I'm going to say there's a lot that are sold out, or a fair few that are sold out, and there's more that have the low ticket warning. So if you are inclined, and based on the gigs that I've seen the guys do over the years, and reports,
that's a great night
reports from the first leg of the Ad Astra tour, which is sort of the back end of last year, they're on stunning form. So, do check them out. So, we will leave you on this little mini episode with Ash and their version of the Cantina Band theme. So, until next time, we'll be seeing you.
See you later.
Laterers. Thank you for listening to Fantha Tracks Radio and this episode of Desert Planet Discs. For all your Star Wars news, reviews and everything else, head over to fanthatracks.com, or why not like, follow or subscribe to our social media pages, which can be found by searching Fantha Tracks on your favourite channels.
Get in touch with us by emailing radio@fanthatracks.com and putting Desert Planet Discs in the subject line. It helps the pit droid sort out where it needs to be sent. Of course, we'd be honoured if you subscribe to the podcast channel and leave us a review, preferably a 5-star one, via Apple Music, Amazon, Audible, SoundCloud, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribing is the best way to make sure you never miss an episode of Desert Planet Discs, Making Tracks, Planet Layer, Start Your Engines, Collecting Tracks, Fantha from Down Under, and Cannon Fodder. Weekly Making Tracks shows drop every Tuesday at 7 PM UK time, and other shows drop on a rotation every Friday at the same time, 7 PM. If you'd like to see what we look like, then don't miss Good Morning Tatooine on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch every Sunday at 9 PM UK time, 4 PM Eastern, and 1 PM Pacific. Huge thanks to James Semple for the Fantha Fair intro, and Mark Daniels and Vanessa Marshall for our voiceovers. And remember, Fantha Tracks Radio and TV is totally free. No subscriptions, Patreon and the like, so what's stopping you?
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road, that's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on.
Come back soon. I'll be waiting.